State of the real estate market address. We're going to start this off with 4 rapid fire questions, Beau. You haven't heard any of these, so let's go for it. Beau, tell me, what is your favorite city festival that you attend, maybe annually in Madison or Huntsville? Favorite
Oh, in
city
Madison or Huntsville. Okay, yeah, well, it's definitely Madison Street Festival. Uh,
Madison Street
yeah, no
Festival.
doubt.
Awesome. Yeah, same here. Number 2, what is your go-to meal at a Trash Pandas game?
Oh, whew, okay, that's not fair because I sit in the seats where, and nobody really knows about this. So listen up. Here's an insider tip. At my tables, which are first base side in like the big stadium seating where you get an
Uh-huh.
actual table, we have a QR code where I don't have to wait in line. So it's not about the famous meals. I have had all their real fun ones. But for me, I want to watch baseball, drink a beer, and chill. And so, because of that, I order a hamburger or a hot dog, but we always, our family will always have peanuts on our table. It is like a standard of it. So I'm the lazy guy who just uses my QR code. But if you are a Trash Pandas fan, go pay a few extra dollars to sit at that seat because they're available not just to season ticket holders, they're available for walk ups or buying online. And you can just QR code it and just sit there and people show up with food. It's magic.
They are awesome. Such a good answer.
Yeah.
Beau, what is your favorite place in Madison to go grab a beer?
Stimmenstein. Oh,
Simmons
everybody knows that that's my place. If you want to find me out and about, you're going to find me at the Stimmenstein by far.
We do.
But
We do
if
see
I
you
don't
there.
shout out to my buddy at Old Black Bear, Todd, I would be very remiss. I love going to Old Black Bear too, but
Love
Stimmenstein
Todd.
is where you'll find me pretty much all the time.
Yes, we love the Kings at Simmonside. We love Jess, and we love Todd
Yeah.
over at Old Black Bear. Last question. What is your favorite place to go get a big breakfast in Madison?
Oh boy. So that's my house. I don't eat a lot of breakfast, but when I do, I cook it. But ladies and gentlemen, we got to talk about the breakfast world in Madison.
It's happening.
We're about to have 72 is going to be breakfast mecca. Well, you've already
Maple
got
Street.
Maple Street. You're gonna have Big Bad Breakfast, which if you've never eaten at a Big Bad Breakfast, hold
I have
on,
not.
boys and girls. It is magic. Oh my gosh, it is so stinking good. Like it is one of those ones that you'll like get rolled out. And then of course First Watch is coming. I haven't been there, but I've heard nothing but good. So
Same.
so that is what I do. I have also heard incredible about Mia's, which is right down the road from me. I've just never been because I don't eat a lot of my. This is usually my breakfast. It's just coffee, and that's bad. I know all my doctor friends are like, breakfast is the most important thing. And look, man, I'm getting up and I'm just getting fuel, and I know that would be better fuel. But yeah,
Hey, yeah, you're gonna need a lot of fuel in the next month because next month we are coming back with a big announcement
we
about our
are.
friend Beau Miles with Essential Real Estate. So hang on to your hats for that one. Welcome to the February 2024 State of the Real Estate Market Address for Madison, Alabama. If you are buying or selling, especially this summer, buckle up because our Essential real estate owner and broker Beau has all of the incredible info. Shoot us with the stats, Beau, about real estate in Madison, Alabama.
Glasses are on. Let's go.
Let's
All right.
go.
So last month, Erica, we had 432 homes on the market. The year before that was only 128. Again, everybody goes, whoa, whoa, that is huge, more numbers. Well, yes, we definitely have more on the market, but don't forget our builders now have a much better access to our MLS to put up all their listings. And if you remember last year, not many spec homes, which mean by that is they built a home without a buyer for it directly, were happening, but we're seeing more of that now. So definitely not double and almost triple that number, but we are still seeing more houses on the market. We're going to talk about that here in a second too. But this month we have 454 homes on the market. So a little bit more, not unusual. Most people don't put their home on the market in December and then they kind of come out of December and they hit January and they go, I guess I got to get it ready. And so then they finally are getting, I had a substantial increase in listings last month where I went from like one or none, I think even, and I had like 3 in a week. And
Okay.
it was like, good gracious. And so that's fun. Days on the market. This is my new favorite stat today. Well,
Ooh.
kind of my new favorite stat. Actually, there's one I don't. Last month it was 44. The year before that, same time period, 44. This month, 37. We're going to
The
talk about it.
number went down.
We went down. Not much. So it's not like a big trend. You can't look at it and go, oh, it's going great. You can't make any decipherable data off of this. Again, just Madison. We didn't say it at the beginning. This is just Madison. But I do want to come back to it here in a minute. Contingent pending sold listings for the last month. We had 200 last month, and then 113 for last year during the same time period. This month, now this is my favorite stat, 292. Guys, we're selling houses. If you take that number and you see 37 days on market, 292 homes either went contingent, pending, or sold. There were houses that I saw had been sitting on the market for 4 and 5 months that went contingent and pending in the last 30 days. Okay? So there's something we got to talk about here on that. Pricing, I'm just going to go through really quick. It's kind of been about the same. Last month, we reported 418. The year before that, 413. This month, 425. Everybody goes, whoa, look at it. Look, guys, you might as well call it kind of in the same thing. The biggest thing I do want you to look at is 413 to 425. And here's why. The 413 being last year. Nationwide, you reportedly say a house gains 3% a year. Okay. Some years you get like a 2021 where Madison people were gaining, in some places 30%. Okay. Ooh, that was incredible and hard. Then you get some years where you lose 1%. Okay, so you kind of have to average out long term here. So it's like when people refer to mutual funds as averaging 12%. They don't get you 12% every year, but they average it over the long term. There it was, though. In 1 year, it's approximately right at that 3%. So let's take that increase in price. Houses are still selling, and days on the market are going down. What this tells you is, Madison, your market is strong, your market is good, your market is healthy, okay? Your market is not bonkers in the terms of everything is flying off the shelves and we are in crazy bidding wars, even though we do get a couple of them here and there. So here's my answer to you. Sellers, I think I've said this every month for the last 6 months, be patient. Your house isn't going off the market day one. 37 days is your average, which means 60, 80 days is not an uncommon world here. Okay, 3 months is not uncommon. And it gives everybody a lot of heartburn, a lot of worry, and a lot of concern. Breathe. The sky is not falling, Chicken Little. It's just a normal progression of our market. Buyers, hey, the most important thing you need to know, we haven't touched on it, is the Fed did not cut the rate last month. We thought for sure we thought we'd see it. But usually what happens is when they don't cut the rate, again, I'm not trying to be a nerd here. Get my Frodo.
You love a nerd.
The Fed is it's sending money to banks at a certain rate. That's called prime, okay? Then the bank gives it to us. So the bank's got to make money. They can't give it to us at prime. They got to make some money here, right? Whether it's credit union, bank, whomever it might be. If it was me giving you money, Erica, I got to make money off it. If it's a loan, we got to make some money off of it. And so because of that, that's why usually when the Fed cuts that prime rate, the bank will cut it. But a lot of times when the market is a little bit higher rate, a 7.5%, 8% rate, and the Fed leaves it alone, the private market will still jump down because they go, ooh, our margins, they were kind of always planning for an impending doom. And when it does, they go, well, we can get back to a little bit normal here. And so because of that, usually we see that jump down. Last month, nationwide, not at Madison, nationwide, we actually saw that number slightly, ever so slightly, increase.
Okay.
When there was no change, which tells you the market believes the housing market nationwide is healthy. Okay. This is supply and demand, and they're going, we can get more. The bankers are saying we can get more. That's what they're telling you. And so what that means, if you're a buyer, is don't buy a house unless you love it. Don't buy a house unless you can afford it. But number 3, don't be afraid to buy a house if you find those 2 things. Buy a house because my stats here tell you next year they're probably going up by another 3%, which means more down payment, means more closing costs, it means more effort. And then what happens if the rates do drop? They've told us they will drop. Not getting political. It is an election year. We usually see a drop here. Right. What happens when they drop? Now you're into competition that you don't have right now. Yeah. So that's your variable buyers that you don't have right now. You don't have as much competition. So All that
Yeah.
to say, sellers don't panic, buyers get on your horse. So that would be how I summarize it.
If I were looking to buy a house right now, the last 6 minutes just gave me so much information.
Well, good.
So thank you for that because it's true. We are looking at summertime, and
Yeah.
so that was gold.
and
Thank
and
you
you're
for the
gonna see it. You're gonna
yeah,
see it more. Don't forget. I mean, Erica, you're from a military family. Uh,
yeah.
everybody just got not everybody. A majority of people just got orders,
They got orders.
and so
Mhm.
June is coming, and that's usually when they have to report between May and
Yeah.
June. And so
Yeah.
we do see. And somebody asked me the other day. They said, "Do you see a huge influx?" I was like, "We don't see huge influx, but we do start seeing that more and more. Not just with military, but our families moving out. Look, there's a lot of families that on I don't know. I'm sure you actually probably know the day of Bob Jones' graduation, the day of James Clemens' graduation, a sign probably goes in their yard because they're like, I don't want to be in Madison anymore. My kids don't need it. I'm going to move to a smaller house. I don't
Yeah.
like that. I think you people are crazy. We love Madison. Don't do that to us. But it does happen. And so all that to simply say we will have more inventory, but they're still going up in price and we're still selling homes.
Thank you so much. I mean, there is nothing else to ask because that was gold information.
I have one
So,
question.
oh yeah, okay.
I want to rapid fire for you because Erica, you are all things Madison.
Let's go.
And I want to know Erica's, and I know this is bad because you don't want to be put on the spot for this, but I'm gonna.
Let's
What
go.
is Erica Despain's? It's a two-part question.
Okay.
Favorite new thing in Madison specifically for like Erica, and then what is Erica's favorite new thing in Madison for family?
So my favorite thing for family, without a shadow of a doubt, is the new Kids Kingdom playground. We needed
Yeah.
a new playground so bad. That playground is incredible. There is a little bit of controversy with that playground because people love the old Kids Kingdom. I did not love the old Kids Kingdom. I could not keep track of my kids. This
Yeah.
new playground is inclusive, incredible, and fun for me to enjoy with my family. And if you cannot tell, I will get on my high horse and say that the people behind that playground knocked it out of the park, and it is
Awesome.
gold for everyone. My favorite thing for me, that's so hard,
Is
actually.
it a restaurant? Is it a spa? Is it?
Shout out my girl. If it's just for Erica Despain, I'm going to shout out my girl at Venus Nails. I have
Okay.
the best nail girl in the entire world. Her name is Heather, and I love her so much. So, because my hands are in my content all the time, it's really important to me to make sure I have a manicure.
There you
And
go.
my girl, Heather, is the best on County Line Road. So, don't go see her because I don't like that she
No.
fills up. But just
Well,
saying.
I'm going to send Amy because Amy's been talking about getting her nails done. So that's my wife, everybody. So I'll
Yeah.
send her. I always love your recommendations. We had somebody send us flowers the other day from the flower shop that you.
Vera's Florist.
Yeah, and it was awesome. And I was like, man, this is so cool that the stuff that you're promoting is in our face, and we get to see some really cool things. So thanks for all you do with that.
Well, and you know of all people, and I think we've been around almost 4 years now, and we vet the things that we share really hard because we want you to have the exact experience that we describe. And so we
Absolutely.
hope that 99% of the time we have that. And that's why it makes it easy to chat with you because literally you have been all up in our finances helping us buy and sell our homes. So we appreciate that. And I know that anybody who works with you will be more than satisfied. Thank you so much for joining. Cannot wait to chat about your big news in just a couple of weeks. Have a great rest of February. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.